everybody. Thank you so much for coming back to At Titi's House podcast. So we are now up on Apple Podcasts. I wonder if anybody's tuning in. Are we able to see if anybody's tuning in?
Yeah, I'll check it out today to see if they are on there. They're tuning in on Spotify and iHeart.
Yeah, iHeart. So I think we're losing people on YouTube and people are going to Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Maybe so. We'll have to see that out.
See how that is going. People, don't forget about YouTube. YouTube, you could just get the notification. That's how I get my notifications to watch the podcast. I just go, as soon as it comes up on my phone, boom, I just go ahead and go listen to it.
I like YouTube because it does the premiere. Like as soon as it drops at noon, it starts as if it's a show premiering.
Oh, okay. I know Titi Anna was telling me that she was listening to it on Apple Podcasts. I said, did you see the video? So there's no, with Apple Podcasts, you can listen, but there's no actual video footage. Video. So you don't get the video, but you get the actual sound of the podcast. So
people
you can hear
usually listen to podcasts on them apps when they're doing things or when they can't be locked in 100% watching the TV. When they're exercising, things like that.
That's a good thing, though. I do that with YouTube, though. Although the video is there, I still just listen to it, and like when I'm on the treadmill or something like that. So that's how I tune in. But let's talk about. I want to talk about some of the comments we got because I post a question on my IG and through the TT at TT's House podcast on that page. I posted it. And the question was, men, why are you not able to commit? And we got some good feedback. So I wanted to talk about the feedback and the comments that we got on that particular question. Why men are unable to commit. And it was a lot. It was funny. I wish I would have got more comments.
Yeah.
So I did go back. I always go back and ask why, like why, but why? Because I want to know why so that we can educate our women. Because a lot of things, one first person moving_fast said attitudes.
Attitudes.
So he was like, y'all attitudes.
This is why we're not committing.
Yeah. He said, y'all attitudes, laughing out loud. So I said, what attitude? So he was like, you act like I was talking about you. I said, I know you ain't talking about me, honey, because I ain't got no attitude.
I did
Not
see
towards
that one.
you. You seen that? Yeah, I was laughing because I was like, attitudes, but elaborate. So I was like, why? What attitude? You know what I'm saying? And he just said some women just have attitudes. And I think that we need to be actually paying attention to why a woman, you got to break a woman down to see why she has an attitude. Attitude comes from, what she's been, and I don't think you should bring your past experiences in your relationships into your new relationship, but it's hard not to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Why is that so hard for us to separate a bad relationship, and when you get into a good one, you still bring that trauma from that bad relationship into the good relationship, and that person has to put up with what the last person did to you? Why is that? Why do we do that as people, as humans?
I don't know. I definitely do it.
You do it too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it gives you, I think that's where the red flags come in, because that last person might have been somebody who, I'm just using this as an example. Don't quote me. It ain't happened to me. Because every time you say something, they be like, oh, it must have happened to you, so you bitter. No, it ain't happened to me. But if one person has cheated on you, you are really hyper vigilant about seeing those signs in your new relationship,
you're always
right?
looking for that.
You're looking to see, is he lying about where he's at? Is he calling me too much? Because you trying to see where I'm at. You want to have my location because you want to see where I'm at so you can cheat. Like what? I mean, I think that we have to separate the person from your past relationship with the current person. Like if their character traits are different, if the person treats you different, I think you have to go based on that. You can't bring your past experience into the new relationship. What do you think about that? Tell me.
I mean, it's easier said than done. Definitely.
I agree.
Of course, that's how we... I wish I could do that, but
But they say life, the person can be a lesson or a blessing. If you learned a lesson, I think you have to internalize what mistakes you've made in that relationship too, right?
Of course.
Because you've accepted the cheating. It's funny because I seen a clip of the Braxton family values, and it was the girls at the table with their mother, and the mother said, "Let that man cheat in peace." So to me, I was like, what? Why would their mother be telling them, let the man cheat in peace? But what the mother was actually saying was, let him cheat in peace if you ain't gonna do shit about it.
Yeah. Why are you nagging about it?
Why are you complaining and being all up in that man's face if you gonna stay, is what she was saying. And that was shedding some really,
that's fine.
Ma'am, Miss Braxton, I don't know if her last name is still Braxton, but Tony Braxton's mother, she made a good point.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, if you are going to sit there and keep complaining about it, but you ain't gonna do shit about it, then why even complain? Let that man cheat in peace. What she said was, that's
facts though. Yeah.
Those were facts. She was spitting facts. So I'm like,
so do something about it if it's really bothering you.
You know, it's so funny because even in my past friendships, I could say, you know, we've had women, we have conversations about, if you see my husband cheating, come tell me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. Come tell me. But the fact is that when you go back and tell them,
they get mad at you.
Oh, they get mad at you and stop speaking to you. You the bad friend because you brought them. Do you want to know or do you not want to know, ladies? If you are friends with somebody and your friend sees your man out with somebody else, do you want to know that he's been seen with someone else? And sometimes we could be wrong and it could be a friend or the wife knows, but I'm coming to you as your friend to say, hey, I see your husband out with this lady, and they look flirtatious. He had his hand around her. He was kissing her, like whatever.
That's the poll for the day. We're going to put that out there.
We're going to put that out there. Do you want to know? I want to know. I want to know as a woman.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know? Why you don't want to know?
I just really, peace of mind. Oh. Like, even, I've been in open relationships before.
Yeah.
It was just easier to deal with it not knowing what's going on, not asking questions. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's like I don't even want to know any of that.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to know because I don't want to be with somebody that you out here making me look like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? You making me look like a damn fool. I'm in here posting happy things. Oh, my man this, my man.
Ignorance.
And he out here being somebody else's man.
Ignorance is bliss.
Is it? That's what they say. That's what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Well, hey, Miss Braxton said, if you ain't gonna do shit about it, just keep your mouth shut and let that man cheat in peace because you ain't going nowhere. And a lot of times we don't go nowhere. You try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. It's not that letting them cheat in peace, but you just, a lot of times, I always feel like what you do in the dark will come to the light. You know what I'm saying? But girls, my girlfriends, I'm talking to y'all specifically. If I'm with somebody and you see them out in these streets embarrassing your friend, come tell your friend because your friend don't know. And ignorance, I don't want to be ignorant. I want to know the facts. You know what I'm saying? I want to know the facts because that's not fair. You at home being a good woman, a good, doing wife things. And this man ain't appreciating you, and he out here cheating on you. And then if he ain't taking you out, but he taking somebody else out, talking about I'm broke, I ain't got no money, but then you out here taking somebody else out on a date. And let's go back to these open relationships that you just mentioned. Because I was watching Divorce Court the other day. I'm a Divorce Court junkie from when Lynn told, I'm sorry to the new judge, but Lynn Toller, I miss her on Divorce Court because she was to the point. She gave great advice. She was just authentically herself. And, and she said Divorce Court saved her marriage when her marriage was going through stuff. Like her becoming the Divorce Court judge really saved her marriage.
Just seeing what other people
were doing and how she was giving them advice and then coming back and really regrouping and saying, hey, I need to do this too because I'm not even doing it in my own marriage. So just to see that, she was talking about that. And, her husband just passed away recently. Yeah, so it was sad.
R.I.P.,
and, she was like, yeah, may he rest in peace. But Judge, I miss her on that show. I wish she would come back because it's so good just to hear her. But it was a couple on there, beautiful couple. The guy was handsome and she was gorgeous. And they said they had an open relationship. And they were able to bring people back to the house, but letting the other person know that you brought this person back to the house. I mean, that's how open it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle that.
It's all on the rules and guidelines that you set to make
so
it.
So what are the rules to this openness?
Everybody has different rules, you know what I mean? So it's just really what you set before starting, and then if you go against those rules, then that's when it's considered cheating or going outside of the open relationship.
Okay, so he broke the rule.
Wow, what he did.
And he brought somebody home, and she seen the girl leaving. It was I want to say his ex. So he brought the ex there, and I guess she was part of this little openness, which I don't agree to, but I guess you got to be in a different mind frame. But anyway, they were young. I'm gonna say under 26, very young couple. And she said he broke the rules. He brought somebody and did not tell her. She had to pull up and see this girl leaving.
Yeah, he's bugging. He should have definitely told her.
Especially when you got somebody who is doing what you want them to do.
Allowing you to do
allowing you to do what you want to do. She said going into this, she met him so young. She was like 18. And he was a little bit older than her. I want to say she was like 24 and he was like 26 or 28. But she was agreeing to everything because she wanted to be with you. So she said at first she felt like she couldn't do it. Like she wouldn't go out on dates. He was the one doing the openness. And she was still closed-minded to it. But she allowed him to venture out and do what he wanted to do. And then she said finally she started going on dates and stuff with other men. She said, but she wasn't sleeping with them. So she never got to the point where she was sleeping. And Judge Lynn Toller said, if you meet somebody that you want to be monogamous with, would you leave the relationship? And she said, yeah, because she wants to be monogamous. She don't want to live like that. She wants to be married and have kids. So when you got somebody who's willing to be open,
yeah, you better follow them rules.
Man, you messing up because she was on board until that incident, and then she was like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me.
Dang,
now
you blew it.
You blew it, dude. But yeah, open relationships, I ain't with that. But let me just read why men can't commit. I'm sorry. I know we get off the subject sometimes, but sometimes you're just in the moment of talking. Spam_bot said women have no respect for themselves. Real men don't commit to thoughts.
That's hilarious. Who is this spam bot? His name is spam bot?
Yeah, _spam_bot_. That's what it says. He said women have no respect for themselves. What you think about that? Women have no respect for themselves. I think women, and it's funny because on my Facebook, another person commented, older, I call her auntie because that's Trevon's aunt, and I love her to death. But she commented, she said, women should develop a heightened sense of respect for one another. When that happens, men won't be able to disrespect their mates or disrespect, meaning that you wouldn't be able to cheat in a relationship if you didn't have someone that was willing to cheat with you. Yeah, and they know that you're in a relationship. I must say to that, we do need to respect ourselves and respect other women. Yeah. For me, even it's funny because women, we don't even compliment each other anymore. Like it's like a competition between women. Yeah, because
of social media turned everything into a competition.
Baby, if you bad and you got a nice body and you look good, I'm gonna compliment you because you know what? That's great. I like to see other women win. You know what I'm saying? Why is it we can't see each other win? I don't understand it. It's funny because when I was in when we went to Essence, it was a lady from New York, and she came up to Tiffany. Tiffany's hair, Tiffany got locks, and she had it in this real nice mohawk. It was beautiful. And Tiffany's a beautiful girl anyway. But she came up to her. She was like, oh, my God, your hair looks good. She was like, that outfit, like everything looks good. She was like, all y'all look good. She was like, all y'all are pretty. You know what I'm saying? But it's to have a woman acknowledge your beauty and not be a competition. Why is what she's saying is true. We got to respect ourselves. I've been, I've seen women say, and this is on like different things and even just in personal friendships, like I ain't married to her. That she ain't my girlfriend. And you messing with her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she's another woman. Where's the respect level in that?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if I'm the right person to be talking to about this.
Do men respect each other? Say the tables are turning, and you meet a woman, and she says to you, "I got a man." You still gonna mess with her?
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
Why? There's no respect for me. Is she fine?
Is she beautiful? I'm not disrespect. I ain't got nothing to do with it. She's the one doing the disrespecting.
But I'm saying, because you don't know him, it's okay. But if you knew him, you wouldn't do it.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do it if it was. I wouldn't do it if it was somebody I considered a friend or family. If it's somebody that I might, if I've seen you before, I might still take your girl.
Oh, okay. So that's what I don't understand. It's like no respect in relationships then. That's what she's saying. She's saying that we got to respect ourselves and respect other women so that we don't get in a situation where we allow these men to cheat on us because we feel like we don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, but she could be there and not really want to be there. She's stuck for the kids.
That's true. Now, situations are different. But if it's a woman that comes and says, I've heard women say this, like, that ain't I'm not married to him. Mm-hmm. I don't care. They ain't my kids. And that just gives you, that's an excuse to cheat with him. Baby, there's too many men out here in this ocean. Go find you another fish that ain't attached to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna just be very transparent. I met a guy that was going through a divorce, and when I met him, he didn't tell me that. I didn't know he was attached to someone else. I didn't know what was going on in his personal life. Like, I met him, he told me he was single. I met you on a dating site. Why is you out here trying to date people if you're not single?
I mean, if you separated, that's not considered single?
If you separated, means that you living in the same household? Or does that mean you living in two separate places?
I don't know. You tell me. What was the situation?
That was the situation. You living in the same household. I didn't know that.
They roommates.
You approached me, huh?
They roommates.
But does that make it right, though? So for me...
He should have said something, though, for sure. Just to lay it out flat, just so you know what it is.
Right, because that gives me the opportunity to make a decision on whether or not I want to even be involved in this
trifecta.
Right. Basically, in this triple relationship, because that's what it was. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like...
So you were in an open relationship?
Huh?
So you were in an open relationship?
You forced me in one because I didn't know I was in one. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You can't force people in an open relationship. But he didn't tell me and I said, well... When I found out, this was months later.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, let me see.
Oh, word.
Let me count. 8 months later, I find out, because he was moving funny.
Uh-huh.
So when you start moving funny, and I'm like, all right, you moving a little funny for me. That only means one or two things. You really ain't interested, or you got some other shit going on. Mm-hmm. And when I came and said, you want to know how I found out? Because I'm going to be very transparent with y'all. I'm gonna just lay everything out on the table. I found out because he posted something on social media, and it was like pictures of Thanksgiving. Now, mind you, I find out in December. Mm-hmm. Pictures of Thanksgiving, and the woman that see, this is why y'all men are stupid. Let me tell you why men are stupid, y'all. Because he showed me a picture of her and said, this is my ex. When me and him first met, he said, this is my ex. I said, oh, she's a pretty girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we kind of looked alike a little bit. I'll just put it out there. But so he shows me a picture of her. So just me, I'm not friends with him on this platform. And I ain't going to say what platform it was, but I'm not friends with him on this platform. But you know how it gives you suggestions to be friends with somebody because that person's in your phone? Mm-hmm. Well, it came up in my phone, and I just so happened to look. I was like, oh, I wonder why this is coming up. Because he had just recently posted this thing. Yeah. This pictures or this video caption or whatever. And it came up on my phone, and it made me curious. So I looked. Ladies, let me tell you something.
Curiosity.
Don't look for shit, because curiosity will kill the damn cat, and it'll kill your groove and your vibe. So you thinking this person belong to you and don't really belong to you. So anyway, I was like, December 2022. Wait a minute. This is the girl. I see a big ring on her finger, like a rock on her finger. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I didn't even know you was married. Mm-hmm. I said, hey, the fuck going on? Why is you posting pictures and this girl got a ring on her finger? Now, mind you, this is December, and he posted these pictures. I mean, I find out in January, and you post these pictures in December from November, but you posted December the 12th. I ain't even looking for shit. But see how God, what you do
Put it
in
right
the
there in
dark,
your
y'all,
face,
will
yeah.
come to the light. I'm telling you that. And even though, you know what I'm saying? So I see the picture. I said, damn, I text him like, this is the same girl you told me was your ex. This girl, are you married? Or are you engaged? Like, what the hell? So then he becomes honest and tells me the whole story.
Yeah.
Which I understand why you out here. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I ain't going to put your business out there like that, what was going on in your relationship. But I understood now why, you know, what was going on. Because now you become honest because you're forced to become honest.
Yeah.
So he did. He talked to me about it. And it was almost, at that point, they had already filed for divorce or everything. So I was like, okay, why couldn't you just tell me that? Because I didn't want to. I knew if I told you wasn't going to mess with me.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to lose you from the jump.
Because you don't, like, but that's not fair.
Let me make her like me a little bit before I...
But is that fair at the end of the day?
Life ain't fair.
You done made me a whole mistress.
No,
Fellas,
that's
ladies,
garbage.
we can't make somebody your mistress without letting them know they your mistress.
This is true.
So then the person that you living with, that's you going through the divorce with, actually knows you out here with somebody else. You know, because you've made that clear. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah, he should definitely just
No,
let you
you
know.
can't do stuff like that. We got to respect one another in a relationship and respect those relationships that have not been settled. He's right. I wouldn't have talked
That's
to
what I was
him.
about to ask. I swear I was just about to ask you that.
I would not have messed with him. You know why? Because I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation where I've had women calling my phone like, are you married to such and such person? Like, who wants to be in that situation? That's messy. I don't want to be in that. You know what I'm saying? So you basically made me a side chick, a mistress, all in one setting, which is, to me, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So I don't know. It's like when you say you want something good, you have to be transparent to be in a relationship. You can't be out here lying to people, right?
No, 100%.
Be honest. Like, don't say you looking for something that you're really not looking for. You know, some people say they want a relationship. They want to date this person, that person, and you're not doing the right thing by that person. That's not fair. That's why that's why women have attitudes. Because I'm sure there's men out here with attitudes too that have been hurt, past trauma.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
me.
saying?
That's why I act how I act.
You do for real?
Yeah, I always say that. Like, I've been damaged since my first real relationship, since high school. Like, that's still on my soul.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
out here just
Doing what you want to do.
getting payback at all costs.
Oh, that's not fair though. That's grimy.
You know, hey, it is what it is.
Dang. But you had a good relationship.
I have, but there probably was still times within that I was getting paid back as well.
Oh,
you
man.
know, not on no cheating because
Yeah.
I've never been a cheater or
Yeah,
anything like
yeah.
that, but just maybe not being my purest original form
Of yourself, your authentic self, because you've been hurt and stuff. And it's, you know, sometimes that creates we put up a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a wall up. Even when I met this dude, you telling me to put my wall down, sir. How you telling somebody to put their wall down when you still got a whole marriage over there, but you coming at me like I'm wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know, pushing back like, nah, See, that's why a lot of times women just end up by themselves. People just end up by themselves because they've been traumatized by the prior relationships. Don't bring your prior relationship into your current. Let that stuff go. Every person is different. Behave according to that relationship that you're in. You know what I'm saying? You got to behave according to the relationship that you're in. That man's character may not be the last man's character. You know what I'm saying? So as you experience that relationship, yeah, things happen. You might have to, you know, do a couple things that you did in your past relationship because you're starting to see red flags.
Yeah.
But I always say, if you see them red flags early on, that ain't going to change.
Yeah,
What you think
I feel
about
the same
that?
way, 100%.
Red flags are there.
No, them red flags are in the ground.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
cemented.
People see them, and sometimes we see them and just move past it because you like the person so much that you're willing to move past. Don't move past that shit. You see a red flag, and if it's a red flag that you can't deal with, just move on to the next. There's a lot of men out here. There's a lot of women out here. So, like I said, if your man is cheating, let him cheat in peace if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's what they say. Did you see the article about the man that was stood up at the restaurant?
No, what happened?
And I mean, this man is talking to this. This made me angry. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, this made me mad because here is people out there are people out here really looking for love and want to be connected and want to be in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And they're we're putting ourselves out there. We're putting our hearts out there and people are crushing it. Ladies, is this what we doing in 2023? The man been talking to this woman on the phone, getting to know her, asking her her likes, what she's looking for, all this stuff, and she stood him up at the restaurant. The man come with flowers. He's waiting 30 minutes, and she never shows up.
Maybe she got in an accident on the way. Benefit of the doubt.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. I mean, what happened, though? You said it
I don't
go
know
viral?
what happened, but he posted on social media. Uh-huh. And my heart really bled for him because it's like men have to do so much to date. Yeah. They got to spend money. You know what I'm saying? To date a woman. So if a man asks you out on a date, if you ain't serious about that shit, just tell him no. If he ain't your type, just tell him no. You can still have conversations with people and still, you know what I'm saying, like, and still be friends, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Why do you even have to...
You even go out on a date as friends.
Why couldn't she just meet him at the restaurant? And even before, I don't know if they was FaceTiming, but a lot of people like to FaceTime now.
Got to make sure it's not a catfish.
Exactly. So... do you think maybe he FaceTimed her or not? Did you FaceTime her or not? I'm curious.
Yeah, I wonder.
I'm wondering because if you didn't FaceTime her, maybe you was catfishing. That's why she didn't show up at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. Hey, as people out here dating, you got to do your research on people. Like, look at their social media. It's funny because when I meet somebody like on the Facebook dating app, I've met somebody on there. and basically you have to... y'all, my dog is barking. Let me get up and get him and put him in the crate, because if not, he ain't gonna be quiet. Y'all, because Son was trying to move him and he was barking at your feet.
That's what he likes to do.
We might have to cut that out.
That's cool though. Easy fix.
Little Carlito. So what I was saying was, if you are planning to if you're not really interested, you know what I'm saying? Why stand that man up like that? He was emotional. Yeah. Because he said, I'm looking for love. And I'm looking for my person. Yeah. And that really just touched my heart. Because how many of us are not out here looking for their person?
Are we sure that he didn't just buy flowers and go to a restaurant and take a picture?
Now, that I don't know. That I do not know. But...
and just say that, so he could go viral?
I don't know. Did he go viral? Let's see if he went viral, K-Son. Because what does going viral really mean? What do you think it really means?
It's when something reaches beyond your current amount of followers or how many.
30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers.
Well, he had 172,000 likes.
He went viral.
I made plans.
I'm gonna go buy some flowers tonight and take a little picture.
I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time.
Wow. It's about valuing his time, like he said. Like, come on, ladies, is this what we're doing? Tell me, I want to know. Is this what we're doing? Are we going out here making plans with somebody who's really looking for love? Like, you playing with his mind. Like, that's not cool. Yeah. If you're not interested right away, I always say, if I'm not interested, like, I'm not interested in you, but I would like to be your friend because you're a good person. Have you ever met somebody like that? You just meet them and it's like, there's no attraction, but they're good people, and you can tell good people.
For sure.
So you keep the connection because you know that there's a friendship there. Mm-hmm. I always say that. Like, there's people out here that you're going to meet and they just going to be friends, and there's people you're going to meet that you might date. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I felt sorry for him because I really felt his hurt.
Yeah, you believed him.
Yeah, I believed him. I don't think he did that. He had the flowers in his hands. Like, I don't think he did that to go viral. I think that really happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's sad, but we can't do people like that. We got to value people's time and effort. Like, this man made the reservation. If you wasn't going to show up, just say that.
Did she comment?
I would have stayed at the restaurant and ordered some food, though. What about you?
I'd have gave them flowers to the finest shorty I seen in there and been like, I'd have made that work, that whole situation.
Ooh, that whole situation would have turned around.
Sure.
I got stood up.
Yeah.
I'd have told the waitress.
Yeah, even if it's the waitress, I'd have been like, what time you get off? Something. I'd have made it work. I'd have had a date.
See, he needs some pointers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd have definitely gave the flowers to somebody. Say, hey, I got stood up.
Yeah.
You know, you want to sit down and have some food. Like, come on, let's make the best out of a bad situation. But he was hurt. He was hurt. So I feel this pain on that. I was like, dang, man. Sad, 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 sad. All right, so let's move on. So I seen, and I don't know if this was recent or later, but I always speak to this because this podcast is a prime example of me putting myself out here and wishing and hoping to get the support from your friends that you really, I mean, you sitting there watching, but you can't hit like. That shit pisses me off, friend. Friend, if you on my video, what is it to just hit like while you viewing the video? Mm-hmm. Is that some hater shit?
Definitely.
You think so? Because Rick Ross said, and I'm just saying, Rick Ross said, we need to support each other. Our post by liking it. You're on there viewing, but you couldn't hit like. Mm-hmm. I got 700 and something views, but you couldn't hit like, friend. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not that friend. If my friend posts something, I'm liking that. I don't even have to watch your whole video.
Yeah, I'll do stuff like that. Yeah, I'll like it and not even, yeah.
I'm supporting you. That's my way of supporting you. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, why ain't you visited my page, you seen my video, you're my friend, hit like. Maybe
they really not your friend.
Hey, that's what Rick Ross said. Rick Ross said he supports you. If that's his homeboy, he said he ain't watching the whole video. He hitting like. I feel you, Rick, because I do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If I see my friend out there posting a whole bunch of stuff, I'm going in your story and I'm hitting like and telling you, hey, friend, I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see you. I want to see you blow up. I want to see you do good. Why can't we support each other? What is the problem? What is the problem in our communities that we can't support each other 100%?
They tore down so much of our systems, like Black Wall Street, things where we were supporting each other, and then they took it all away from us, so we're not used to it.
That's crazy. It's like we don't support each other. And Rick Ross got millions of followers. Mm-hmm. And he's saying, my friend, I don't care how many followers I have. If you are on my page looking, hit like. It ain't going to cost you nothing. I ain't asking you to send me a gift. I'm saying, just hit like. You know what I'm saying? That's all. And I'm with Rick on that. Just hit like. I don't understand. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to move on. We're going to move on past the relationships. We're going to post the survey.
Uh-huh.
What was the question again?
It was,
oh boy, we be forgetting because we be in such a...
It was... I'll see it when I edit the video.
When it comes up in the video.
Yeah.
I think it was the cheating. Do you tell your girlfriend or guy friend that you've seen their partner cheating? That's going to be our survey, y'all. Go out there and make sure that you... Please respond to the survey. Because our surveys, I like our surveys. What you think? No, we want to know, are you going to let your man cheat in peace? Or are you going to tell your friend that you seen your man cheating?
Their man cheating.
Their man cheating.
Yeah.
So, but remember, Miss Braxton said, let your man cheat in peace. If you ain't going to do shit and you're going to stay there, just let him cheat in peace. So let's talk about in the news. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Cardi B at the, I don't know what concert she was at, but it was outside. I thought it was water. Zaul corrected me and said it was alcohol in the cup.
And somebody threw at her?
Man, she threw that mic so fast and hit the lady.
Yeah, she should have.
What you feel about that? And I talked to Zai about this, and Zai said sometimes people buy concert tickets just to do stuff like that.
Hecklers.
Really? Like, you a hater like that? You paid for a whole Cardi B ticket to throw alcohol on Cardi B? Like, who does that?
People with miserable lives.
And then y'all get mad because she react the way she react.
No, what?
Baby, Cardi B's from the Bronx.
And
like, it's called Cardi Beat Your Ass Up.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I love Cardi because she's her authentic self. She ain't going to change for nobody. She's not going to dumb herself down for anybody. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, and she's going to, even if Shorty was to try to press charges, Cardi B going to get away with that.
Yeah, because you threw...
Yeah, you threw something first, yeah. It's like,
and I mean, it hit her.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. You can see
it's
how
hot outside. Like, you sitting here. You first of all, she out here performing in the heat for her fans, and you out here throwing alcohol on her. Like, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. She should have threw a fist at her. Oops, sorry, y'all. But she should have threw her fist at her.
I was thinking the
I
same
think if
thing.
she was closer, she probably would have.
Yeah.
Because Cardi just reacts.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, y'all can't be doing that in concerts. Come on. That's why a lot of these performers have to be careful about people around them, even their fans, because some people just haters.
Yeah.
But she reacted through the mic.
She should have. Yeah, for sure.
I agree with it.
100%.
100%. Like, you can't just be out here at a concert throwing stuff. I just, like we talked about Drake, somebody threw a big ass shoe.
Yeah.
That had to be a man. I'm still, with that Drake concert, I swear that's got to be a man's shoe. Did you hear about the girl that threw the 36G,
yeah,
bro?
You know, now she with Playboy.
Is she?
Yeah, Playboy signed her to do a spread. I was going to ask you about that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's
girl?
hilarious.
I mean, because he was like, this bra looks like I'm available.
Uh-huh.
Like, he posted all this stuff, and I thought it was cute. And she said, I'm the 36G. She made a video.
Yeah, she done went viral, yeah. And then
go ahead, girl.
got a Playboy
get that Playboy front centerfold.
Yeah, get the deal. See, let's get in that magazine.
That is what's up. I did see that. Yeah, that was funny. So she done became popular. Ladies, all you got to do is throw your bra at Drake and you gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying? But Drake made a point about that bra. That's why that became so popular.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I like that he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, judgmental. He just put it out there. But she made a video and said, I am the 36G.
Yeah, it's funny. I seen another video like in the last 2 days where he said her record has been broken. Somebody threw like a 46H.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said, no, this is the record holder for the tour.
Oh my God.
So we might be getting another one going viral soon.
Wow. And she wasn't a big girl. It's funny because really you know how bra sizes work?
No, I don't.
So 36 really is like your back size, like your size all the way around. And then the cup size is the letter.
Okay.
So 36, was she a double G? I think she was a double G. That's some hooters out there. Go ahead, girl.
Hooters.
That's what, girl? Go ahead. She about to do some centerfold for Playboy.
Yeah,
that's how you get your
money.
money, girl. Get your money. I ain't mad at you. So let's talk about in the news. So that was just something lighthearted, but I want to talk about this because I always see videos on Instagram or just out here like Facebook and stuff where people are working out on the treadmill and they fall off the treadmill, and some of them are funny.
Hilarious, yeah. Some are
funny, but do you know that people die
from falling off
the
while
treadmill while it's moving and they're not paying attention? This girl from Washington State. Man, they said there's 3 to 4 deaths a year on treadmills. Did you even know that?
No,
I always thought it was funny. I guess it depends on how you fall.
Yeah, your hair might get stuck in it or something crazy.
Oh my God. Well, this girl died. She's had, family of 4. Her name was Delcey Rosario, 36 years old. She died at LA Fitness. On the treadmill, she fell and bumped her head, and she never regained consciousness.
Dang, that's
and
crazy.
Her sister posted a video that I want y'all to know this too. My kids, if something happens to me, go ahead and donate my organs. You know what I'm saying? Donate my organs to whoever needs them. One thing that I seen her family do, they donate. I'm a donor on my driver's license. Are you? In case of an accident?
Yeah, I might change it though.
Really? You don't want to donate your organs?
I don't know.
I want somebody to have my heart, my lungs, whatever y'all need. Donate my organs. That's my wish. And her family, they donated. So 5 people have gained her organs.
Oh, that's fire.
And she's helped 5 people. That's like a beautiful thing. At the end of the
hard.
day, they lose their family member, but she was able to contribute her organs.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her family because you see all these videos of people falling off a treadmill and you don't even think that death is a result of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? that really broke my heart because I'm like, damn, I'm a treadmill person.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be paying attention sometimes. And it wasn't that she wasn't paying attention. I think it was going faster and she missed a beat, you know, a step and fell and bumped her head.
Yeah.
And that's why they said she never regained consciousness.
Exercising in totality is dangerous, though. Think about how heavy the weights are. I've seen people
that's true.
I seen a dude like, he was like doing whatever.
There was a guy that just recently died.
Oh, he died from that?
Yeah, he was, I want to say he was pressing up or either doing squats and the weight fell forward and it crushed him.
I seen a dude that fell forward and it nearly missed his head. Like it almost like.
Oh my God, y'all, be careful. I know this is a society. I want to say a society of working out. Please be careful out here. Make sure you got somebody to guard you.
Yeah.
What do they call them when you have spot you? Yeah, that's somebody spot you. I mean, because at the end of the day, it don't matter how long you've been working out. This man was physically fit, had been working out for years, and he fell forward and the weight fell and crushed his, spine and his head. Like, man, that's sad. Same situation with this girl. Like the machine was going too fast.
Yeah,
and you never think, but she bumped her head and never became conscious again. That was a loss right there for her family, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man, it's so sad to even hear that. Be careful. Make sure that you got somebody to spot you. If you're moving up in weight, make sure you got somebody there to spot you. Because at the end of the day, even if you're squatting, people think they legs. I seen a guy on a hack machine and he was squatting and went to squat and the daggone weight came back down and it crushed his knees.
Jesus.
Like, be careful, even in the gym.
Yeah.
You got to find somebody you going up in weight. That's why I be scared to go up in weight. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna just stick to doing pull-ups and push-ups.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You know what they said? Your own body weight is enough.
Yeah, it's enough
to stay physically fit. So that's what you desire to do. That. Let's talk about this. Family was recycling. When you think of recycling, how much money you think you can make off of recycling? Recycling cans and bottles.
$10.
Plastic.
$5.
This family had a whole scam going on.
Oh, word?
Guess how much they made in recycling?
How much?
$7.6 million.
What the heck? What was they recycling?
Where were you getting these cans and stuff from? Well, come to find out. Let me tell you where they was getting the cans and stuff from. Out of state, Arizona. They were shipping in bottles from other states to get money.
To recycle.
Where recycling is not huge in Arizona, and California is
because they
a
gonna
lot
pay
of money.
for it.
Yeah. So basically what they were doing was bringing in the recyclables from Arizona. I think it was like 8 to 12 people. They brought in 178 tons of recyclables from Arizona.
That's crazy.
To Cali. Man, scammed the state out of $7.6 million.
Why is it a scam? Because it wasn't consumed in California?
Absolutely.
Does it say that? Like, it must be consumed?
No, it doesn't. I don't know, because I do recycle, but I got a recycling bit. I ain't making no money from that.
Yeah.
But these people, it was 8 family members, I believe, 8 family members. Don't quote me on the amount of people, but y'all scammed the state of California out of
So they go to jail?
Oh yeah, that's a crime.
What? Why is that a crime?
Y'all going to jail.
They always try to make rules for stuff. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean?
But you can't bring in recyclable. Think about how much. You can't do that.
Why not?
You can't bring recyclables from Arizona to damn California. Does that even make sense to you?
I mean, it makes 7.6 million
sense. It made sense. Did y'all not check to see if it was against the law?
That's what I was going to say.
I'm sure they knew it was against the law. You had to know it was against the law.
I'm about to go to Cali
and recycle.
Do that. Yeah,
man, 7.6 million. The state came. Man, they was probably looking at you like, I wonder how many months or years
increments
did it take for them to make 7.6 million? Had to take some time, but that I was like, wow, y'all really conned the state out of that much money. So we know that Carly, the girl from Alabama, what was her last name? Richardson?
Oh yeah.
Carly something, I can't remember her last name, but Carly falsified a report that she was kidnapped.
Yeah, I heard.
So you heard that they're probably going to make her pay back the money.
What money?
I think it was $100,000.
For $100,000 for what? All
For
the
911, all the officers,
Oh, my
all
goodness.
the investigative research.
That's
Y'all, come
blowing
on, crazy. But I don't know where this 11-year-old girl was at. Maybe she's just too young to understand what was going on. But Carly is now a famous. Somebody gonna pay for her story, millions of dollars.
Uh huh.
But what she did was not right, and I don't know. It was an 11-year-old girl in Florida arrested for saying her friend was kidnapped.
Uh huh.
Now you just heard about maybe 11-year-old. They're not in the mind frame to understand that you done broke the law, right?
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Wow. Well, they arrested her.
The 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old got arrested.
I mean, maybe
and charges are being, which I think is good because we don't need to be out here falsifying stuff and lying.
Now.
Come on, y'all. We can't be out here doing that. We need to teach our kids that this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a thing that, have you heard of swatting before?
No.
It's like when people are on live stream, like people viewing the live stream will call the police on them and watch the cops lock them up for they'll call them and say something crazy happened. It's called swatting. So
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people. There's actually been people like getting the shootouts with the cops because they think somebody's breaking into their house during the swatting. I've seen a bunch of crazy situations.
So do they get arrested for that swatting?
No, they're able to piece it together to be like nothing's going on here. When they come and they just see somebody streaming, they know that this is a thing that's going on as well.
Oh my God! But I'm gonna imagine like the first couple of cases they didn't know, and somebody could get hurt.
Yeah, and they start to look at because somebody will call in and say, "Hey, it's a say whatever a crime is that's going on." And when the cops get there and don't see that crime going on, then you imagine they let the people go.
Man, that's crazy. Why would somebody do that?
Yeah, I think actually somebody just swatted on Nicki Minaj's house the other day while she was on live. Yeah, like,
and the police went over there.
Yeah, this happens.
My God, people, why are y'all doing this?
People be bored.
You're bored, and then y'all see the police. So she's on live, and y'all see the police show up.
Yeah, I've seen situations where the police break down the door. I've seen some where the police are just knocking, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah.
Yo, that could, if you don't know it's the police and somebody banging on your door, you might come out there with a gun.
Exactly.
Like, this is crazy. I don't understand. Well, this 11-year-old falsely reported that her friend was kidnapped, and they came over there. You could see the hands behind her back. Like, I don't know if it was a scare tactic. She's 11. Can you really press charges? I mean, yeah, you can. Detention, right? They send them to a detention center.
Yep.
Well, this little girl got arrested, and that's crazy to me. But
that is
crazy, crazy, crazy. So let's talk about our local news.
Mm-hmm.
Mayor of South Fulton. His name is what's his name? Khaled. He's got his last name, but it's Khaled something. He's the mayor of South Fulton. Has been getting threats, death threats, and they've been using like the KKK phrase.
What's the phrase?
So a lot of racist. I don't know what the KKK phrase. I guess the KKK in the phrase itself for the threats, but I think the police need to call the feds because the feds will get down to it real quick.
Yeah, they figure it out quickly every time.
Yeah, because why should the mayor of South Fulton be getting racist threats?
Yeah.
Like, he's not the only black mayor that we've ever had. Does this happen more often and it's just now being out? You know what I'm saying?
South Fulton. What area is South Fulton?
Like South Fulton, like College Park.
Oh, it's mostly black people over here. Somebody pranking him too.
Yeah, like, are you serious? Like, who would do that though? He says receiving death threats. Like, that's crazy, y'all. Leave the mayor of South Fulton alone. He ain't doing nothing wrong. He's done a lot of positive things in the community, like, since he's been mayor. Like, I follow him on Instagram. A lot of positive things going on.
That's why they hating.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's in our local news. I wanted to share that. Like, I don't understand why people. I mean, South Fulton is a predominantly black community. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why are you sending him? Why are y'all mad? He's in the black community doing great things. Why are y'all mad?
Yeah.
He ain't in your community saying anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that came up. I wanted to share that. every time I think about Mayor Khaled, I think of DJ Khaled.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I want you to
Because I love DJ Khaled. I'm sorry, y'all. I love DJ Khaled. Did you see his little boy? His little boy was. I just think he reminds me of Sean and y'all when y'all was little, all that hair and stuff. So cute. DJ Khaled's little boy is so cute. But what's his name, the little one?
I'm not too sure. I forgot.
Oh my God!
It starts with an A, I think.
Oh my God, I can't think of his name, but he's super cute. The oldest one, both of them are cute, but he's super cute. But he was going out there. They was like, and people were talking a lot of crap, saying let the unfortunate kids participate in this, and y'all got all the rich people kids participating. We don't know the backs to that or how they ended up there. I don't know how they ended up there.
Ended up where? What were they
it was like a soccer tournament, and they were bringing out kids out there, you know, for each country or whatever. And DJ Khaled's little boy went out with Messi. Okay. Which Messi must be popular. Where's Messi from?
I'm not sure. He's the biggest soccer player of all time, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like the biggest and the most popular.
I wonder if he's like
he's in Miami now, though.
Oh, he is. Okay, so that's probably how he knows Khaled.
Yeah.
From Miami. So Khaled's little boy went out there, and I don't know what happened that he started crying, but you can see Messi kind of consoling him and stuff, and he wipes his face and stuff and kind of gets himself together. I think he's so cute.
Yeah.
I love Khaled. I love his family. He has a beautiful family. Like when I think of the Mayor Khaled, I think of DJ Khaled, because I just love Khaled, man. I really do. I'm sorry. I know that was off topic, but I wanted to say that. So let's go into Greens and Greens. Our third episode here. Our segment. I watched this doctor called Dr. Holistic on IG. Have you seen him? Black doctor. And he really shed some light. And I'm going to share this with Zaul. I'm going to make sure that I share this with Zaul. That have you ever been to the grocery store and you're buying the vegetables and it has a code on there? I never knew this. It's called a PLU code. And the PLU code is either like 3 or 4. It begins with like numbers, 3, 4, 6, or 9. I never knew this. I thought it was just a code to identify the avocados. Yeah, it's 4121. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The bananas is 3848. Like I thought it was like a code to identify the actual vegetable itself.
Yeah, for the store too.
For the store. Yeah. No, that is not what it is. A PLU code describes how they're modified. A 3 or 4 it's genetically modified. A 6 is organic. It could be organic or not. The best code is a 9, which means it is organic. Okay. So I never knew. Did you know that?
No, heck no. I worked at a grocery store and everything and never knew that.
You never knew that, but you seen the little codes on it. And mind you, I can never see the damn code because I never have my glasses on. In the grocery store. But now, make sure I start taking my glasses and paying attention, because that is some knowledge to be dropping. People, just because you see that code, that does not identify what department that vegetable is in, because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, me too.
No, the PLU code tells you how it's modified.
That's crazy.
If it's genetically modified, if it's organic 100%. And it seems to me that anything with a 9, which can I tell you, I don't see a lot of 9s. Have you seen a lot of 9s?
No, I don't know. I know the 4, just like you said.
The 4 is the most
all the time.
popular, I think.
Yeah, it's probably because they're making the most money out them 4s.
Genetically modified. We are sitting here. If you're not following him, go on there. Dr. Holistic on IG.
Dr. Holistic.
Man, I've been following him lately, and everything that he says are facts.
That's crazy.
Things that we probably don't know.
Yeah, that just go over
Another
our head.
thing, I just like him. Another thing that he talked about, he lived in Japan for a couple years, and he talked about the Japanese having the largest centenary population. I thought it was the Italians that had the largest elderly population.
Elderly, okay, yeah.
He said 97% plant-based diet. They eat superfoods, and herbs and foods are their medicine. Yep. They don't take medicine like we do here. They're not just giving them medicine, high blood pressure, diabetes. You know, they're not.
They're
taking
ramen
herbs
every
and
day.
Food. Yep. How are you eating ramen though every day?
Every day.
Because isn't ramen processed?
No, probably not. Their ramen. They probably got the real
ramen,
that
like homemade.
Homemade ramen.
That's what I was thinking, because I was like, dang, is it processed ramen or not? Because they eat a lot of
noodles.
Vegetables
in it. Yep.
They do put a lot of bok choy and carrots and spinach and. You know
remember we just had the bowl the other day, the bulgogi bowl.
Yeah, we went to bulgogi in Marietta Square.
Yeah, that joint was good. I've been feeding it for you since then.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if you haven't been there, it's a Korean little bulgogis. I mean, little bowl poke. It's like a poke bowl spot, and you basically get to pick what you want to put in your bowl. And when I tell you, it was delicious. Kason say he been thinking about that thing since we left there. It was so good. Oh my God! But he said the Japanese has the largest elderly population. I can see that.
I thought it was Italians too.
I thought it was Italians too until the pandemic, and then of course the pandemic took a lot of them out. I just watched a movie on Netflix. Check it out. It's called Paradise, and I don't know if this is happening in the world or not, but I'm telling you, it's probably going to happen in the future. But you're donating your time to people. So these people are older, and you give them, say for example, I'm 50, and somebody gives me 10 years so that I can be 40. Oh, and it puts 10 years on their lives. So if they're 18, they're now 28. But I'm 30. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm 40. Like, at the end of the day, y'all know my math ain't good. But at the end of the day, it's like, that movie was so good.
I'm going to watch that today.
Oh, my God. And it was sad because I don't even want to tell y'all the movie. Check it out. Because I see this happening in the future.
No, that'll probably definitely occur in some way or the
other, where you can shut off time for one person and take their time. But it was sad how it was. I don't want to tell y'all the movie, but it was sad how they were getting people's time and getting people to donate time based off of their financial situations.
I could
you
imagine,
understand what I'm saying? So I don't. That's without telling you the movie, but I see that happen, and it kind of, it's just like, dang, these people are buying people's time. To add time to their life. Wow.
Hey.
It's called Paradise. It's on Netflix. It was a super good movie. I liked it. Paradise. Check that out, because when I tell you a really good movie.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out today.
Yeah, if you can watch it, y'all go out there and check it out. It's a good movie.
Also, y'all, I think they should check out They Clone Tyrone. I thought that was a good movie
Clone
too.
Tyrone was another good one too.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, it was kind of weird at first. You had to get past the first, I think, 10 minutes to really understand what's going on. But it's been a lot of commentary on They Clone Tyrone. A lot of people have been watching it and commenting on it.
I mean, I feel like it's basically what's going on. We programmed. The stuff that they were doing in the movie is ultimately what they're doing to us, but in different ways.
In real life, but in different ways,
right? In different ways. We're programmed. They're controlling us with these genetically modified foods, all that. Yeah, and telling us, they're genetically modifying our foods that's causing cancer. All that.
In people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, Dr. Holistic, a lot of things. If you can stop eating meat, but you got to even look at your greens. Yeah. You got to look at your vegetables.
Get them non-greens.
You got to understand the concept of what is organic and what is not organic. We think that because it says organic, he said a lot of times they change that PLU code.
Oh, word.
Yeah, a lot of changing of the codes and stuff. Yeah, just to make it, more appetizing. I had no clue until I watched his thing that, hey, this is not good.
I think the best is to have your own garden, man.
Man, that's what I want to create. Next year, I think it's a certain time frame that you have to plant your seeds right?
Oh, yeah. You got this big backyard, and you should definitely have a garden.
I know. I need to have a garden. I do want to do, when my cousin moves here, I'm going to do a garden because I know she'll help me. She used to go to her New York garden, like they had a garden in New York City, and she would volunteer and go there and plant stuff. Oh, yeah, so she's good with her hands and stuff. I'm not. I want to learn from her.
You are. You be out there cutting your grass and
I know, but that's different than planting vegetables and stuff, right?
No, that's all the same.
You think so?
Caring for the earth.
Well, I want to have my own garden. Yeah, I definitely want to do that, Kason. That's on my to-do list.
For sure.
To do that, because really at the end of the day, only you can control what you put in your body.
Exactly.
And if you growing it yourself,
it's good.
I'm telling you, it's good for you.
No pesticides on this.
Nothing. Because, these pesticides that they're using, they create cancer at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sugar in your body is not good. Sugar feeds the cancerous cells in your body and duplicates them and duplicates them and duplicates them. So you gotta think about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So think about your own health within your body. Even if you eat right, people still have heart attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be healthy as can be and still have a heart attack. Look at Bronny James.
I know, he's young.
18 years old. And they're trying to say that it's from the COVID shot, which I could see that.
Could be,
a lot of people. Man, I'm scared that I even had it.
That, yeah.
I'm scared that I even had the shot because people are having problems with their hearts.
A lot of young people and all that, and they're saying it was due to that,
The shot, right? Yeah, that's what they're linking it to. We don't know. There ain't no studies out there, but I'm sure in the next 10 years, you're going to see the commercial on TV that says, if you had the COVID-19 shot, you may be suffering from myocardial,
You are old. They owe you this much money. Like, you know, and that's going to be the whole, America going to go under after that.
My God.
They got to pay everybody.
Everybody, because everybody done got... Did you get the shot?
Heck no. You know me.
Yeah.
You know I didn't get none of that.
I wish I wouldn't have. That's why they never went back for the booster.
Yeah.
Because I want this out of my body. Like, I don't want this in my body because I see people that are completely 100% healthy.
Without it.
And I say, he's 18, but I don't know how he eats. We don't know how he eats.
I mean, he played basketball, though, so he got to be.
You got to be healthy.
His father's LeBron James.
Yeah.
They eating all nines.
Protein.
They eat all 9 organic vegetables. Yeah.
Right, not like us. We buying 4s.
4s and 3s. Nah, yeah, he got 9s.
Buy them, but you know what? It's funny that you say that because it is expensive to eat healthy.
100%.
It's expensive to eat healthy. The cheap food is normally in the aisles outside to get you them potato chips, them dips and stuff to get you, in that mind frame to eat. We have to eat for health and not for
satisfaction.
And I think a lot of times we eat for satisfaction and not for health. We want to eat, let me get them fries with them fries with the chili. I always say if you don't do it all the time, you be all right.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
once a month, 2 times a month. If you want some fried chicken, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that whatever you're eating, during the week is good food. Good food for your heart and for your organs.
I knew this old dude. He looked good for his age. He was like 70, but probably still looked like he was 50 or something. He ate vegetarian diet Monday through Friday, and on the weekends he would eat whatever.
And that's okay.
Exactly. It's all about portions and just...
If you know how to... And it's funny because Angela Bassett said something like that. Like on certain days, she'll have just protein and vegetables. On another day, she might incorporate a day of just carbs. Like you have to find what works for you and your body and your energy and how to burn things and have great energy and feel good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's bodies are different. You got to find what works for you. Some people feel like the fasting thing works for them. I always hear that when you stop the fasting, you gain the weight. So I don't know, but a lot of people, that's a lifestyle for them. If you're doing it as a lifestyle, I don't see anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be too hungry. I'd be too hungry to fast. Yeah,
like you basically eating from what? I think Sean said he would eat from 12 to 6 and then fast for the rest of the time.
He fasts till 6.
Fast till 6 and then eat.
6 from
at 6 one time. He was eating one meal.
He's still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just was playing basketball. I mean, he got energy. We was out there. We played like 6 games of basketball yesterday. He don't be tired.
No. I guess it's good because you're not eating all those carbs. It's not weighing you down. It turns into processed sugar. Yeah. When you're fasting like that, they said the time that you're fasting, your body is basically whatever you've eaten and then whatever's stored. And that's what the fasting is for. It's burning the food that you've eaten. So then you start all over the next day. I tried it. It didn't work for me. Like you said, I was hungry.
Yeah.
I'm waking up and I'm a coffee drinker. They was like, you can't have cream. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Now that I don't drink coffee as much, now I could probably do it. But I don't know. I just try to eat healthy. Forget all that fasting stuff. It doesn't work for everyone else. Yeah. Y'all do what works for you. Find what works for you. Do your own research. I'll tell you, doctors aren't always 100% right as to what's wrong with people. They take your symptoms, look it up, and say, this is what I think is wrong with you.
Yeah, they're using Google too.
Yeah, so if you might as well Google yourself. And if you don't agree, get a second opinion. That's what I say. So, hey, continue to learn, grow, and know. As Trina would say, y'all. Learn, grow, and know. All right? So thanks for following at TT's House Podcast. Hey, all right, y'all. I'm out.